attention to reality, they get demonized. And I'm just one of these soldiers out here trying to bring attention back to reality.
Or what the hell she asked? I was waiting for her
She's talking about the beauty
tie it in.
standard. These black folks' minds are so warped. I understand why this particular person, the one in the blue, would say that, because she's trying to maximize her pool of potential suitors.
This may be a personal question, but were you affluent before OnlyFans?
No.
So were you struggling a little bit?
Oh, like...
She didn't even know what affluent means. I'm petty as hell, bro. Cause I already know where this shit about to go. Bro. This shit says radical feminist debates OnlyFans girls, bro. Old girl with the goddamn Black Panther shit on. I'm thinking she's a radical feminist. I'm thinking all these other heifers out here working some OnlyFans, and she asked her, "Were you affluent before OnlyFans?" No. Clearly, you don't know what the fuck that shit means. It means that you have money. I don't know why I thought that shit was so funny, bro. Run this shit back, dog.
This may be a personal question, but were you affluent before OnlyFans?
No.
So were you struggling a little bit?
Oh, like money-wise? No, I was not. I was doing well. I actually...
Yeah. I'm my bad, dog. I'm silly as fuck.
Well, I was doing well, and I'm really good about saving my money. Mm-hmm. But I've always been that type of person that would have like 3 different jobs and just trying to hustle as much as I possibly can.
Yeah.
And so I think that for me was like only.
I do not respect, because I don't want what I just said to come off like I'm an asshole. Y'all know Dillas, I ain't no fucking asshole, bro. But I don't respect women who do OnlyFans. I judge they ass like a motherfucker. I judge they ass like a motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? Y'all caught in the twilight zone. You know what I'm saying? Like, feminist movement has empowered y'all to believe that OnlyFans is a legitimate occupation, and it's not. You're a whore. You know what I mean? You're a whore, dog. You're a whore. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're a whore. You're getting paid off motherfuckers busting nuts to whatever the hell you doing on that site. Unless you're doing something that OnlyFans isn't known for. Unless you out here really like cooking on OnlyFans. But everybody knows OnlyFans is synonymous with Pornhub. You know what I mean? Anyway. My bad. Let's go.
Oh, I'll do this on the side. Like, it'll just be extra money. A lot of girls in Scottsdale do it. Like,
woo, Scottsdale. I'm very
West.
familiar with Scottsdale. That's where all the hoes is. All the whores are. My boy, I think I said this at a video in the past, dog, but I used to go to Scottsdale all the goddamn time when I was single and mingling, bro. So I know what it is. But I was going out there before OnlyFans was popping. But now my boy, he just moved back to San Diego from Scottsdale. He was out there like last year for a few months, dog. And he said it was hard not to find a woman who did not do OnlyFans, bro. That did not do OnlyFans. There are a lot of attractive women in Scottsdale, so you see them all over the fucking place. But they're all whores. They're all whores. He hated it, bro. He hated it.
Here in the West. And, you know, I come from like the middle of nowhere where that's not a thing. And so I just think since it's so normal, I just based it as like, oh, it's just a side hustle.
Yeah.
And then it kind of turned in from a side hustle to like, okay, wow, I'm making a lot of money. And
yeah.
Also, to add into like your question about kids for the future, I think what she said about the West, it has become like a lot more modernized. So I think it also might depend on like where you're going to raise your kid. Mm-hmm. If you raise your kid in LA, like there are so many sex workers here that I don't think that, you know, specifically one of ours necessarily is going to be the talk of the town when there's like so many plus years now going on between now and then.
God,
so
I think
hope
sex work doesn't become normalized.
It has become a lot.
I think we think that because
not normalized.
we're living in the West.
It's not normalized.
But it's not. It's not normal, and it shouldn't be normal.
I think it is normal.
I think it's pretty normal.
I
think the
normal
media
for a
kind
while.
of
The media,
shows
the media
that it's
definitely.
normal.
I think
And
that
it's not
especially,
normal.
yeah.
I think if you talk to a lot of guys out there,
You know these
that are
bitches
normal.
is gone delusional as shit when they're thinking that sex work is normalized, right? I guess it's normalized in the media, but as far as your quality of life and your happiness, you know what I mean? It's never going to be normalized. That shit's going to come back and bite your ass in the ass down the road somewhere. It's not normalized. They want you to think it is, so you can be out here selling your soul away, but all y'all motherfuckers are going to feel the hammer of life when you're not happy. Ain't no man not the man the man you certainly want is never gonna take your ass serious, man. You may be lucky and find one of these little weirdos out here who like gets turned on by knowing that their girl is out here getting other dudes' dicks hard, like on some cuck shit, right? But for your normal traditional motherfucker, dog, ain't no man gonna take y'all whole serious, bro. And then y'all got to, like she just said that, y'all got to know in the back of your mind, if you ever plan on having kids, that you setting them up with some bullshit, bro. Like, yo, once you post that shit on OnlyFans, dog, it's there forever. And if you out here spreading cheeks or showing titties or anything, bro, you are going to be an embarrassment to your children. But y'all don't think about it. Y'all never think about it that deep. Y'all never think about it that deep, dog. It's normal. Everybody's doing it, so all these mamas is going to be dealing with the same shit. You goddamn right. And all y'all going to have y'all kids looking crazy. Like, mama, you a hoe.
Normal and insane. They aren't paying for pornography. They aren't watching pornography. I think that's what a lot of young men are finding, like in this day and age, are turning toward pornography to this day and age.
That's a fact.
And they're having trouble going out there and talking
That's
to girls
fact.
in real
Porn
life
is
because
messing
the
men
media
up
is easy
for
to pull
sure.
up porn or whatever you want to see is right in front of you. So why go talk to a girl?
Yeah, but
so it's destroying a lot of young kids, and like it's sad. Oh.
I just think
So
I think
angry.
it depends on like she was saying, like what you in referring to like porn is normalized, like or sex work. Like, what's your definition of sex work? Do you know what I'm saying? Because I think you're thinking like OnlyFans and stuff. Like,
well, the definition of sex work is selling yourself.
Yeah, shit that
to me.
folks bust
it's
nuts
selling
to.
a sexual product. So it's, if anyone gets like aroused off of the product, like I said, like a Victoria's Secret magazine could be sex work. Like it could.
Nah, that's cap. Because the intention behind Victoria's Secret is not to make motherfuckers bust nuts. Like, there's weirdos out here that bust nuts to babies, right? Is that sex work? No. If the intention behind the shit is to create arousal, right? And if the intention behind the shit is to turn men on, no, Victoria's Secret is for a female audience to purchase lingerie, right? Sex work is anything done with the intention to have dudes dust themselves off. Y'all know what the fuck that mean. The intention behind that shit is to have dudes bust nuts. That's sex work. So you out here having the titties out, spreading the ass, whatever the fuck, you know it's gonna be dudes out here stroking it to you, right? That's sex work. You know that. So of course they're gonna minimize it. Of course they're gonna redefine it. No, I'm not, because you don't want to be looked at as a hoe, but you are a hoe. You're just in denial. I mean, all y'all OnlyFans helpers is whores.
Sure, you're not having sex, but it's sex work. You're not doing the dirty, but you're technically
of course you
putting
do.
yourself out there selling your
I think
body.
it's more art than
just-
anything.
Oh, yo, Shawty's head. This thing is like art. You and you and other OnlyFans models are probably the only ones that consider the shit art. And y'all only consider this shit art because you don't want to be labeled a whore. Art. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here, bruh. Delusional.
I think literally seeing a go in a vagina
Well,
is
you have
sex
to- you have
work,
to-
and
you have-
literally using a vibrator, and that's sex.
You have to think about
But,
why
like,
there's a
taking
market.
pictures-
You have to think about why there's a market for what.
She's not gonna hear you.
No,
She's not gonna hear you.
No, it's art.
photography.
Yeah.
Shut up.
But people
It's
don't
not like
wa-
I'm just sitting here.
But why do you think people are watching? But why do you think people are watching it?
To bust nuts.
Only one reason.
You know.
If you
That's
have,
not none
if
of
you
my
have a most,
I mean,
if
that's
you have a
kind of their
mostly male
problem if
fan
they're
base,
if they're paying for it. That's on them. Like,
it's okay, but
to them as well.
the material reality of it being does not change.
So let me ask you a question. So if you're so against it, I just curious.
She ain't say she. I mean, if she said she's against it, then whatever. But she's trying to show you that what you're doing is sex work. You're just in denial about it. Ugh. I would have cooked on this one.
I just curious. Why wouldn't you delete your OnlyFans if you?
I've already spoken about this. I was big enough to where my pornography is going to be out there.
you can get it taken down very easily.
You can't.
Yes, you can. 100% you can.
You
It's always
can't.
gonna be
Yes, you
there.
can.
I was just curious why.
You
Reddit,
can't. I was just
Twitter.
curious.
So what? You an OnlyFans model? The fuck? Well, I mean, I'm confused. I need more context. Unless you're just trying to say, yeah, I did OnlyFans too, and that was sex work, but these girls don't consider it sex work. Okay, but if she's saying she's against it, you sound like a whole hypocrite now.
Percent you can.
You
It's
can't.
always gonna be
Yes,
there.
you can.
I was just curious why.
You
Reddit,
can't.
I was
Twitter.
just curious.
I know.
You
Okay,
can
listen.
pay, trust
You
me.
guys have been doing this for 6 months too.
I also have lawyers that literally tell like you just pay for it and it gets taken.
I was just curious if like you're super, which I think it's really cool actually, that you're super like not into sex work, and it sounds like you've like really kind of dipped your toe in the sex work water in different areas, and so I completely get where you're coming from, and I think it's actually great because I know a lot of people who do the escorting and stuff like that, and I think it's really toxic and actually really scary. And but
All
I'm
of it
just
is.
out of curiosity, because it sounds like you're super passionate about it, so I was just curious, if you have so much passion for it, I would just assume that you would want to just completely take off your OnlyFans to not earn money from that, to show like you really are super against it.
Oh, she's trying to call your ass out. Trying to call your ass out. Yep, that's valid, bruh.
Yeah, I do want to do that. I also think that, like I said, I'm coming from a background of, criminality. I have basically ruined my job opportunities from being a public sex worker online. There are very minimal ways to make money. I haven't posted for months, and my sex work is going to be that out there. I've been doing sex work for so long that it will just keep getting reposted. It'll keep getting reposted, and I want to move on. I don't want to have to talk to a lawyer every week and say, hey, there's a new picture of me when I was 18 being circulated. Can you take it down? It's on Reddit. Every fucking week. I want to be able to move on with my life, and hey, if you want to look and you want to pay me, it's there. I'm not.
Oh yeah, you sound like a whole hypocrite, bro. You're like a whole hypocrite, dog. You out here. I don't know. I was giving these girls the blues. I don't know if she was giving them the same heat. I mean, this damn podcast is like 5 hours long, so I'm not gonna go try to get more context. But if she's just there just to tell them that what you're doing is sex work, then cool. But if she's trying to shit on them for doing it, but then you are a sex worker and you're still getting paid from sex work, you sound crazy.
On it, but there's an archive, and at least it'll be sent to that. I don't, and maybe once I am in the process of getting an actual job working with women at crisis centers, but until then, and after then, hopefully all that money will go towards sex worker outreach programs to help those women. But until then, I'm sort of in a rock and a hard place. I think that a lot of women don't realize what comes after.
But then
sex.
I guess I'm thinking about what I just said and what she said, right? Because she did say I'm a sex worker. I want to get away from it, and if I close my OnlyFans account, then I can't get paid, and I can't get other jobs now because I'm a porn star. So I get it. She is stuck between a rock and a hard place. She's still a hypocrite, but I mean, she got to eat. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. I understand that. Like, it looks crazy, but I understand.
Work, and it's not great. You don't get hired anywhere. You don't get. Everyone has seen you naked. Imagine walking into a room. I've been doing this for 6 years. Imagine walking into a room with 100 people. They've all seen you naked.
I mean, we all have boobs. We all have the same thing.
Sure, but there's a very specific way in which men treat
This
women
bitches
who they've
is
seen
crazy.
as sexual objects.
The way that they're trying to normalize it. Bitch, you can't be taken serious in a corporate setting if everybody seen you online getting dick down. Like, come on, bro. We all duh, bruh. That's psychotic.
And it's not kindly. So I have very limited options. Right now, I would love to have never made any money from the sex industry. That's part of my whole platform online, is that I don't believe that I don't believe that sex work is work. It's not work. And it shouldn't be work. But unfortunately, it's just the cards I was dealt, and I'm trying to get myself out of it. So,
I mean, despite old girl situation, man, it's a really dynamic situation. But the other girls sound crazy, bro. If you showing the pussy on OnlyFans, you're a whore. Shit, that's it.